What you know about Black? The forum is the format. It's MAZ and Tomcat. Who cares who came before that? You should trust me, it's official. Don't just take the flow for granted. We discuss important issues, plus promoting local talent. We three hosts that make the topics flow. Click the link and watch the show. Listen while you're driving home, but don't forget to watch the road. Folks from different walks of life. Gangsters, politicians, single mothers, or musicians. It's important that we
got a lot of shit wrong within our community. You know what I mean? Economics is big far as on the grand scale of things, but yeah, like you said, we got a lot of trauma. We got a lot of hatred. You know, we got a lot of things that we need to work on. But I definitely do feel like just on the empowerment tip, like economics is a big thing. I was watching this movie, the short movie. It was called Two Distant Strangers. Seen that?
I did. I just seen it.
It was dope. Y'all check it out if y'all can. But it was basically, the premise was this young Black dude kept waking up every morning trying to get home, and he kept facing the same policeman and kept getting killed no matter what he did, no matter what he tried. He tried everything. And I feel like that's the way it is in the world. Like we try to go about it every day, something different. You try to be nice. You try to be tough. You try to be slick. You try to do this, that, and the third. And I just want to know what the hell, like, I guess where to start for real. Because it's just, no matter what we do, we just keep getting killed or just keep hitting the wall.
Sure, we gotta wrap up.
There you go.
That too.
Talk about it.
Too, and empowering mental health, protecting yourself. Like believing in ourselves. Like we can have whatever we want. I really feel like that. We just gotta believe that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you know,
because
I don't think people realize their power. Black people, like, realize the power you got. Like, I know I'm powerful. I know that, and I know I can make things move when I want to make things move. But if I don't believe that, then it's not going to happen. Also, to just last on your point, Ivan, about like, when will we get there and are we going to get there? I mean, if you look at people, like, it's not just like Black people dating only each other. It's a lot of other people just like, they love us, you know, as you all know. And by a certain year, it's like white people gonna be like the minority. I mean, that plays a part in it too. Why they mad. Like, this is why, part of why this is happening, I feel, is because they know we all get to know each other. We all starting to just say, fuck this racism. We, you know, things are mixing, and it's not just about to be them holding things anymore. And as soon as we all come together, then we can take everything over and really get the money we deserve. Like, we can really start to have, you know, have money, have everything be fair or whatever, not just the rich with all the money.
To compound on that, Allie, what you just said, they're mad. You know, they're mad. You know what's funny about all this stuff? That the fact that the Europeans, white folks, they get upset, man, and they do the strangest shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like they literally stormed the fucking Capitol. Like, they literally stormed the fucking Capitol and breaking in this motherfucker. You know, that has never happened. That is never, like, really. I mean, and somebody give me the facts. Maybe I'm off, whatever. I'm gonna say factually, I have never heard of that happen.
Never.
They don't get what they want, and they storm the Capitol. The African or the Black folks, we don't get what we want. Let's move on. Let's find another way to do this. Let's take it on the chin and keep on doing that, whatever. But they don't get what they want, and I'm storming the Capitol. I'm trying to get, hey, my president gonna be here. Like, come on now, like
that's why we gotta think smarter.
Yes.
Strap up and like be ready, because we know what they about to do.
Mm-hmm. No, they
Be
doing
ready.
it.
Yeah, like we know.
They doing it now.
They're willing to take it.
Yeah, naggers.
Yeah.
You have to. Absolutely.
Hey, Allie, I wanted to just ask you about your organization and like what y'all doing, and how can we be a part of it or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Say currently, currently right now, it's still putting pressure on city officials and things like that. Right now is, election season for like a municipal race. So city council, mayor, all that is changing over. Police chief in Dearborn is changing over. So we just kind of watching and seeing who's running and if they even should be there and if we should like support or anything. We're also doing a podcast series we're going to be starting soon. It's called Turning the Tide, Bridging the Divide Between Arabic People and Black People. And we'll be discussing the issues that we have with each other and just trying to unify and things like that. And then also we have our like city charter study sessions coming up. So every city has a charter, and it's basically what every city council follows, but a lot of people don't know that that even exists. But it's how they make a lot of the decisions. So with that, it's going to be just educating people on it and what it is, and how they should look at it in their cities. Wouldn't say we have any protests or anything coming up right now. But I guess best way to support is just, just keep sharing things on social media, looking for events on Accountability for Dearborn, Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter. And just getting the word out there just about how the police department needs to change. City council should adopt different things. Yeah.
It's something you would say accountability for Dearborn, right? We literally had a guest on our show, Roger Marion, and he had a story to say about Dearborn. He had a story about Dearborn police. Check that segment out, Ellie.
Okay.
You get a chance. Check Roger Marion out. He was a Marine. He was a military guy, but he spoke on them Dearborn police. Even he actually mentioned he got caught up in Dearborn and they was some prejudiced cats. That boy was 70. Brett Rogers about 72 or something like that. So we got to say that happened 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So what is this? That's 1970. 1970. By 1970, they was on some BS back then. And here you are still, start fighting that.
Exactly. That's the part that that makes me frustrated. Like, what? How are we still doing the same thing? This is crazy.
They gotta go. Just gotta go.
Put it down to the podcast that we did maybe like 2 weeks ago. Wasn't the homeless guy with a mental deficiency that the Dearborn police attacked? Wasn't he in Dearborn too?
That was Dearborn.
That was Dearborn.
Allie gave us that one. Allie gave us that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Jaquan Murphy. Yeah, that was crazy. They responded to him 191 times. That's what the police chief said.
What?
191 encounters with him.
And
They know that he has mental disabilities, and there's no healthcare department in Dearborn. They got rid of that back in say 2016, 15.
So they had knowledge that he was a little slow.
Yeah. They know that, yeah. And there's, it's crazy.
That's retarded.
Yeah. So, it's like I said, it's bad. I will say with Michigan Liberation, I am doing some stuff in Southfield, just trying to bring awareness to how there's not really much housing for those who are homeless, and a lot of homeless people are mentally ill and are part of low-income communities, and that affects us. So trying to bring awareness to that and put more money into that. And as y'all can imagine, Southfield and Dearborn are like night and day.
Yes.
Dealing with here versus there it's a lot easier here. I'll say that. Like I could go on and on about that. Yeah.
But that is
yeah,
then.
I'll be seeing you. I just recently got a position with Michigan Liberation as operations manager. So we will be in touch, and then I will give the information to my family, and then they will help us. Well,
That's cool.
Absolutely we will. Hey, everybody. Hey, I don't know if y'all can see this.
Willie Lynch.
Yes, yes, I can see it.
Mhm.
Oh no, hey, keep that knowledge around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
Got to.
Mhm.
We got to know why. We got to know why we think this way. You know what I'm saying? Just study where you come from, so you know where you're going.
Right
That's
on.
another thing too. We need to look into where we come from.
knowledge.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned. That's why we spoke on a little lightly of Emmett Till. You know, because all like all this stuff is based on, you know, hey, a black mother having enough, letting the public see what these white folks had done to her kid.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? She had enough, and that's what you doing, Allie. This is what you doing. You had enough.
Yeah.
You had enough.
Yeah.
had
No.
enough.
Get the
Yeah.
straps.
And then and then it get even worse. Like if you go overseas, colorism exists everywhere.
Mhm.
So if we want to go somewhere else, even within our own communities, within communities in Africa, colorism exists, and you're treated worse because you're dark. So it's still the same thing, even when we want to be segregated. It's the same thing. So that's why I'm saying I want everything. I don't just want to be segregated and we have some. No, I want it all. And I'm going to take it all. And that's just my mindset.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, but there it is, then, man. I appreciate you for coming.
Yes, and for staying. Appreciate you for staying.
Yeah, no, conversation got good. I was like, no, wait. Yeah, that was
Appreciate
good.
you, Ali. Thanks again for everything, all the
Appreciate
knowledge,
you, Ali. Thank you.
information.
Yes.
We
For
gonna,
sure. Thank y'all.
I feel like we're gonna do this again.
I was just thinking that. We're going to have to because there's too much going on all the time. We need to talk, and we need somebody who has intimate knowledge and ideas and solutions and boots on the ground. That's what we need right there.
Yeah, like I'm down because it's a lot to unpack about these cities that I know now. And just I've been educating myself on the history of Southfield, history of Dearborn, history of Record, Livonia, just to learn. And it's some real foul stuff going on with these police departments. Like the police chief in Huntington Woods say they keep what is those now? AR-15s. Like they all have that in their vehicle at all times. I could talk about Ferndale giving out like data. Like if you ask for data on policing, right, to see who's getting policed, you talk to the city to get. They gave it out to one of the activists I know. She requested it, and it has people's addresses in there, their names in there, and their birthdays and phone numbers of those who they pulled over. You're not supposed to give that information out, but they gave it to her. So it's a lot I can get into.
You said now you said the city of Huntington has just okayed AR-15s for who?
Everybody.
Well, the police chief said they all keep AR-15s in their car at all times.
Now y'all know what AR-15 is. If y'all don't, and we used to call them street sweepers. You know what I'm saying? That's the one weapon that all you need is it, and you can take on the whole block.
Yeah, see, that's
One person can hold off the whole block with an AR-15.
So what the hell do they need that in their car for?
All of
right, and they're not even that big. That's not the biggest thing. It's just
What I'm saying? What the hell? Are they fighting against? What is that? Like, is that Ferndale? You gonna go to war with Ferndale?
Yeah, like it's just sad. Like, and even these black communities, like Warren, it's 70% black, and they got black people in city government, and it's still racist.
Yeah, as hell, right? Yeah,
so
yeah.
where do we?
As hell.
Like it's just bad, man. Like I'm what a couple 15 minutes from Dearborn in Southfield, and it's like night and day. It is just not the same. Like if you look at when George Floyd stuff happened, the rallies broke out, the responses from each city, it'll tell you about who they are and if they really care. Southfield flags, all this, like an ordinance about Black Lives Matter, the mayor saying stuff. You know, Dearborn, they didn't do any ordinance. They didn't raise any flags. They didn't say anything at council meetings. On Black History Month, they called all of us extremists, and so, it tells you a lot about when something happened and the lack of action each of these cities take, it will tell you a lot in that moment about them.
Okay, so no real estate in Dearborn, what you trying to say?
Yeah, know where you're moving. Don't just move anywhere.
Okay, copy that. Copy that.
It eats you up in the end.
All right.
Yeah. That's
All
right.
right, Abby. Well, we appreciate you here on platform for coming back as long as it took. I want to say it's pretty much all Kamani's fault. Next time you come back, we're gonna get you together a lot quicker, and we appreciate everything.
Oh, for sure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Y'all too.
All right.
All right.
Oh, it looks good.
Where's Ivan? What is going on?
What the hell is I?
No. Yeah, text a couple.
Motherfucker.
Well, it's good to see y'all, continuing it with my routine. I've been seeing y'all every week for the past 6 months. Is it?
Always a pleasure for me as well, Judge.
Well, you know what? Me and Saeed, me and you, we're here, sir.
Huh? You already know.
Neck bones and pinto beans.
Nikki, you know how to make neck bones?
Neck bones and pinto beans.
The young ladies don't know how to make that girl soul food like that.
Yeah. I do what I can do and I can do it when I want to. I don't know. You hungry,